Hey guys, it's YB
and Herbert.
and we are on our honeymoon. We are at the end of our honeymoon right now, actually, at our last location, which is Frankfurt, Germany. We wanted to go over everything we did on our honeymoon because we actually explored 5 different countries.
In about 18 days.
In 18 days. We went to different countries that we've never been to before. We tried many different food, and overall it was just a very impactful trip. Hey guys, before we continue, let me quickly go over Lark. So thank you Lark for sponsoring this video. So this is a Lark bottle flip top. The amazing thing is that it has a double wall vacuum insulation, which means that it can keep your water cold for up to 24 hours. Now the cool thing is you can actually upgrade this bottle. That's where this Pure Vis cap comes in. You can just put the Pure Vis cap right on top, and by just touching the top button, this will purify your water in 60 seconds. It will intelligently activate every 2 hours to purify water and inner surfaces of the bottle, so you never have to worry about a stinky bottle or washing it often. All you have to do is charge it for an hour and it will last up to 1 month on full charge. So use my link in my description box below to check out Lark and get your own bottle today. And now back to the video. We left for our honeymoon on actually May 31st.
Overnight flight to Bahamas.
So our hotel was actually on Paradise Island, which is a bridge over Nassau. So there's Nassau, which is like the main airport in the main city, and you take a bridge over to Paradise Island, which is a different island, but it's connected. We stayed at Rio Palace. We know Rio because we stay there all the time when we go to Cabo. Something we learned when we got to Bahamas is that they drive on the right side.
On the left side. They drive on the left side. Which I didn't know.
No, they drive on the right side.
They drive on the...
We drive on the left side. They drive on the right side.
When you say that, you always talk about where you drive on the street.
No, I meant where they're sitting.
Okay, but they're driving on the left side. So the first stop in Bahamas was to recharge.
From the wedding.
Meant to eat and relax.
Yes. For that reason, we got an all-inclusive resort and we could just stay at the resort and eat. The beach at Bahamas is amazing, very, very nice. And that night we actually sat out on the beach and drank and just talked.
Got a few bug bites there.
Many mosquito bites, and I should have known that there are mosquitoes in Bahamas, but I wasn't thinking about it.
I didn't know that my beautiful wife reacts allergic to these things.
I do.
So they ended up actually staying for about 2 weeks, kinda.
Yeah, when I got a mosquito bite,
they get like big.
We stayed at Bahamas for 4 nights. We mainly swam, ate, drank, repeated there. The watercolor is absolutely beautiful. This is my dream. I love swimming in these kind of oceans with like barely any waves. Great.
We have a great white shark.
And one of the days we actually got a jet ski. In the middle of the ocean right now in Bahamas, jet skiing around. How do you feel?
I've never seen a clearer water, not even the bathtub.
It's almost like you're at a pool, but wow, it's just beautiful out here. And there's no one else, it's just us.
And a jet ski.
And a jet ski.
That was very nice, very good weather. We were literally alone on that crystal clear blue water.
Yeah. So then the next day we actually got a boat. We got this private boat where we have a driver, a captain who will drive us around, but we are the only ones without any customers, without any group that you usually go with on these things. They would take us to different locations where it's good to snorkel. The water was so clear you could see everything. So the first stop where we snorkeled, we saw some fish and some coral reefs. And at the second stop, we saw turtles.
2 big ass turtles under the sea, just eating and minding their business. So that was pretty cool.
And the funny thing is, each turtle had a big fish on the back to, I guess, eat the stuff off the back, and the fish would just follow.
It felt like you and me.
And the fish?
Kinda.
Yes. Then we went to a private island where no one is living, no one owns it yet. I would love to have one day, but there was literally no one else on the beach. It was so beautiful. The sand was white. Wow.
Stranded little...
Yeah, stranded, but in a beautiful way. We walked around, we saw some peacocks.
Yeah.
They were just hanging out there on the abandoned island. Again, very romantic because we're the only ones other than our captain. And then on Monday, it was time to go to our next destination.
Next destination was Lisbon in Portugal. You went to a castle there, from where you could see the city.
Portugal is known for bacalhau, which is codfish. So they have fried codfish, they have a ton of different codfish dishes. It's a really good snack. Super cheesy and fishy. Good. So after spending a day in Lisbon one day, the next day we went to Sintra, which is a town kind of right over, and we went to Peña Palace.
Yeah, but it was very foggy that day,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Very sad because if you look it up, I'll show you a picture right now. This is how it's supposed to look like. So colorful, so beautiful. But of course, we have the worst luck with weather. And when we get there, it's foggy. And I'm not talking just like, white sky. Like you can't see in front of you, foggy. But it was still cool to see the castle. I mean, I wish the weather was better, but this is how it looked in our view. You can barely see it. After that, we went to the town of Sintra, had some food. I actually had this octopus dish that was amazing. It was like a whole octopus with olive oil and like garlic and potatoes, and Herbert had a steak.
I got a steak.
Yeah. At the next day, we first went to Obidos.
Well, there's a wall around the city.
Like it's a giant fortress castle wall around the city.
Like a fortress.
And it's a medieval city.
You could walk on the wall and overlook it. That was really cool to see.
Really cool.
Definitely recommend it to check out.
Yeah. After that, we continued our way to Porto. We found this nice restaurant, finally got the port wine. Apparently that's the thing to try there. It's different from any normal wine that I've drank. The white port was more like yellowy in color and very, very strong, but also fruity. And the red port also is very, very strong. Both are really strong.
And they give it in smaller glasses because it's stronger.
Otherwise you would get really drunk.
And yeah, I could tell.
We walked around Porto a little bit, saw the bridge, and we drove all the way back to Lisbon that night. It's good job, Herbert.
It's about 3 hours.
3-hour drive, but back and forth, so we drove like 6 hours that day.
So now we got the relaxing part, we got the exploring part. And what's next?
Party time.
Party.
We flew over to our third destination, which was Ibiza. It was my dream to go to Ibiza for a long time, just because I love electronic music, I love Vegas, and I've heard that Ibiza is very well known for all these electronic clubs, parties, DJs. It's like Vegas in Europe, but way on a bigger scale. It was probably my favorite part of the trip.
I gotta say, I was a bit hesitant in the beginning because, just going there for party. But actually, Ibiza is a beautiful island, has so many more things to offer.
Before we get into the fun parts of Ibiza, so when we landed, we realized our 2 suitcases, the big ones that we checked, are missing. They didn't come with the plane, and luckily we had air tags in them and we could track the location, and instead it's still in Portugal. We walked around for at least 30-40 minutes until we finally found someone.
The support wasn't the best.
We left a note with them where we're staying, how our bags look like, but we had no idea when we were gonna get our bags. So, we're like, okay, whatever, at least I had my carry-on that had my underwear and makeup, the essentials in it. We rented a car there and we got a Mini Cooper. It was very nice. And so the first thing we did was go to Zara. Zara is from Spain, by the way. I bought a dress for the club. I bought some swimsuits. Herbert bought underwear.
Bought everything.
And socks. Quite annoying, but it had to be done. We checked into our hotel. We stayed at Torre del Mar, was our hotel name. Highly recommend. Very, very pretty. We just got to our hotel in Ibiza and they prepared a champagne and strawberry chocolate fruit. It's all melted because it's like 10:30 p.m. Oh, that's very nice.
Hotel Torre del Mar and all this stuff. Want to congratulate you and wish you a pleasant stay during your honeymoon. We wish you all the best for the future.
Thanks.
Gracias.
And we got changed into our Zara outfits that we had just bought. And we went to our first nightclub of Ibiza, which was Pacha. So we had fun that night. Next morning we woke up. So we decided to explore that day, actually, with our car. And we went to different beaches. And that night, we decided to go out again because why not? It's Saturday night, we're in Ibiza. So this time, we actually went to High Ibiza, which was apparently voted the #1 nightclub in the whole world. This club was actually really, really cool. It kind of looked like a festival on its own because they had multiple stages. They had an outside area, inside area. Yeah, it was really nice. Here comes our third struggle, okay?
It's a Sunday now.
It's a Sunday.
Bags are still not there.
We got a text.
We got a message
Finally.
that it's going to be arriving that day.
Yeah. So our plan was to go on a boat. We rented a boat. It was supposed to be like a 4-hour boat rental just for us, a private boat, and it was going to be very exciting. So we drive to this location, get on the boat. We're very excited, and the instructor is showing Herbert how to do it, and then he's gonna leave us alone. So he tells Herbert, hey, okay, try it, try the motor. Herbert tries, it doesn't work. So the instructor comes over, he tries it, it doesn't work. The engine's not working. The boat doesn't work.
You know the look when he did it like 10 times before, when he's like, first like, are you dumb? Like kind of, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
It's not working.
and then he came over, it didn't work. So on one side I was happy that I wasn't the dumbest captain on the planet, but yeah, it didn't work and we had to cancel the boat.
Yep, because no other boats were available that day, and
What's that?
Yeah, that was really sad. And the original plan was that we leave Ibiza the next day on Monday, but because of the bag situation, since we didn't know when we were getting our bags back, also because we really liked Ibiza at this point, we decided to extend our trip. So we told them, okay, we'll come back the next day to do the boat, and we went on a mission then to get our bags back. So we drove back to the airport. I think they're originally supposed to deliver the bags to the hotel you're staying, but we didn't trust them because
Yeah, we just picked them up. We're like, hey, that's our bag.
yeah, so far they haven't been that helpful, and the bags were already 2 days late. We went there, the bags were there in their office. They just hadn't done anything about it or texted us that they're there. We only knew because of the air tags.
It's a good advice.
Yeah, put an air tag in your checked bag. I really recommend it.
Yeah.
So we got our bags, yay! And we brought them back to our hotel. We actually upgraded our room because we extended our stay and our current room was no longer available. So we got a new room, which was nice. So our plan was just to go to like a beach club, like a casual beach club to get food. So we go to this very apparently well-known club called Ushuaia. We went in there, there's a line to get in, so we're like, oh, it must be really popular right now. We go there, we have to buy a ticket. We're like, and it's 90 euros.
9 LA. What?
So we're like, but we were kind of peer pressure because there are people waiting behind us and whatever. So we're like,
We
okay.
thought, okay, we haven't done a day party yet, so might as well.
And then we go in there and it's like a whole freaking, like a music festival. There's a big stage. So yeah, we ended up partying 3 days in a row. So the Monday when we woke up, I was in a rough shape, but we pulled through. We got in our car and went back to the boat guy. After the instructor taught Herbert how to drive it, we were basically alone for 4 hours. It's still clear water. We still went snorkeling. There was so much fish.
Actually, at the end of the trip, we explored the whole island.
Yeah, we also visited this really cool restaurant and we stayed there until Wednesday, so from Friday to Wednesday. And then it was time to fly to our fourth destination, which was Italy. So first we landed in Rome. where we just saw a bunch of things very quickly because we didn't have much time. Colosseum, we saw the St. Peter's. And we have a video actually specific for Italy, so you will be able to see what we ate. But we ate gelato, we ate pasta and pizza of course.
Are we calling this like a
it's our
part of the trip?
Yeah, it's our 5th destination. We thought we would have a nice stop here for a day before we fly to LA tomorrow because 1, the Frankfurt to LA flight is cheaper, and 2, because you know, we're in Europe, we gotta go to Germany. It's Herbert's hometown. Not hometown, it's Herbert's home country.
Big hometown, yeah. Gonna meet some friends.
Yeah, tonight.
And then I guess call it a night and then go back tomorrow.
So we're flying back tomorrow. We have footage from that here that we've recorded in our future. Overall, it was an amazing trip. We had a few hiccups like the lost baggage, some weather issues, some boats not working, but
doesn't matter, you know.
It really doesn't matter.
It's part of the story.
Yeah, and it just, everything together, I feel like I've learned so much about different cultures, different foods, just seeing so much beautiful new things. It was great.
I'm very happy that we did so many different things.
So that was our honeymoon, our 18-day long, 5 different countries, big trip, big honeymoon trip after our wedding. I would say every part was worth it. We loved it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time back in LA. Bye!